It is Dries de Greek in the arena for Belgium. He's got Tara Wilkinson and Laure de Bruin on there, and Carpos Complete, Lancelot and Parla Pardoux are these horses. Now, these have been doing incredibly well in dressage, and there is a lot of expectation and excitement. And there we have it. For the first time, we've got some 30s, 8.5s. We're in business. Dries has been for so long about to be at this point. He was doing so well with the World Cups, and then he became the World Cup champion in Bordeaux. He freely admits that he owes a lot of his success to watching the likes of Boyd, and over the years competed closely with Glenn Geertz as well. And he's really ramped it up. He is always so humble, though, and he said when he first started competing, when he was going to the likes of Tryon, perhaps he was just too young to really appreciate the enormity of what he was taking on, but he's grown, he's honed his skills, he's actually honed his turnout on the horses and how they look. And he said he used to have to come to shows and do all the jobs himself, but now he's created, as all our top drivers need to, an incredible team around him. Concentration, his rein handling is normally absolutely brilliant, just needed to make sure he had everything where it wants to be. Now, these are the sorts of marks we associate with Chester, with Boyd, with Anna Sandman and with Marika. But these are the sorts of marks that now Dries de Greek is producing. 34.82 at the moment, but there's plenty of 8.5s in there. This is the first time we've entered this territory here at Aachen. Counting to 8. And it's these walks, let's hope they don't affect the averages. Yeah, a 5 in there from Andrew. It's a little bit restless, I think, on that movement, but he will regain it back, but just keep it. Now, what you're getting with Dries is a really united team here with a lot of quality in their movement. Clear distinctions. The team travels well forward, they cover the ground. There's scope. There's Tara, who's been a hugely successful driver. She's been a world champion herself with the pony pairs, and has her beautiful horse Cadans that she did so well with as a single. Then, of course, was on the silver medaling team in Beekbergen for the British with the horse pairs. And she and Dries, partners in more ways than one, and working so efficiently together. It really has totally been brilliant for both of them. Now, that's a good turn. That was a nice movement. In fact, it was more than nice. It was a brilliant movement. The suppleness, the freedom through the shoulders, but that is also backed up by the flexibility of the hocks. I think we're seeing probably better hock and hind end action than we got quite a lot with Christoph, but this is very, very good. This is why we're now in the 30s, because you've got that spring and that lightness and that elevation and that clear metronome beat in the paces. Yep. That's a quality extension. My eyes going to the outside leader there, not just because of his long white stockings. Heads even. Now, our judges liking what they're seeing. Andrew and Bert in particular awarding this very well. 36, he's recovered a little bit of the lost marks after the walks and the halt. 8s. We've had a 9 from Andrew for number 13, which was the extension. I'm not surprised. There's Mark, yeah. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. Mark doesn't know the camera's on him, but he's going to be disappointed with that. Yeah, there's a 4 in there, there's some 4s. That wasn't a good rein back by the standards that we've come to expect from them. Now, that could be costly. He's still in the 30s, but only just because of that. You'll get the update total on your screen in just a second. There's going to be a bit of analysis of that movement. But don't forget, it's not just the dressage that he's showing such brilliance at the moment. Marathon has always been his speciality, and he's ramped it up a gear, and he's exceptional in the cones too. All that World Cup experience really counts for that as well. He is the full package, as are his horses across all 3 disciplines. Equally good now in all of them. Wasn't just the marathon and the cones that had been, the dressage has come up to spec as well. But a bit of extra pressure for him. Always wants to keep his feet on the ground and pay tribute to his horses, but yeah, that's going to be a break there. You could see that horse just falling behind, and all he was trying to do was catch up with his partner. But in doing that, there was a clear trot there. You see the 8.5s were coming again for the extension, but that will drop back again. Is he going to stay in the 30s? And trot on, he said. It depends what the judges saw. Andrew perhaps didn't spot it. He gave that a 7. Interesting. He's still tucking into the 30s at the moment. Now, this should be a great final movement for him with the extension down the centre line. Oh, it's exciting. Get them squared up, Dries, come on. Just slightly to the side there, but a big cheer and a big smile and a double thumbs up from Mark. He's pleased. He will definitely stay in the 30s. There he goes. A few shouts from the crowd. Tara's smiling. That's what they wanted. That's what, oh, now incredible. All 10s for the overall impression. That's a full house of 10s. Now that really will help the final total. Oh, goosebumps. Spine-tingling stuff in Aachen. Where's this going to end?
And here's the results, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, but I'm not going to share it with you until we get the graphics up, because we're going to look at these brilliant slow-mo pictures. I don't think it's any surprise. I will reveal he has gone into the lead, but we'll wait till I can share the full scores with you. Oh, well done, Dries. Job done. Just halting. They jump down just to get to the horses, and quite an important quote, maybe one that I'm using later in the report. 38.19, that's our first in the 30s mark, and the judges unanimously had him in first place, but the most highly marking judge there, 189.5, and that now puts Belgium on. Well, we don't know that we're going to drop Tom's score yet, but we might just amend that. But anyway, that puts the Belgians on the team effort. So that confirmation that Dries de Greek has gone in front by quite a way, 38.19. Christoph Salmon now in second place on 44.78, and Radek Neshvasil still there on 47.18. It could change again, but that's our top 3. Dries de Greek has now gone in front.